Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are back in the city of Westwood. By the way, if you want a better name for this city, by all means, suggest it. I am always open to renaming things. I realized one of the things I did not do that I usually do at the beginning of every single playthrough is change a few things. We want that. I also want to get rid of traffic lights and then turn some of these traffic lights off because we have a lot of unnecessary traffic lights happening. So we're just going to go through here. For now, I don't even think we need that one. We're just going to get rid of these. We don't need them. They are just going to slow everything down. There we go. Cool. So we have a bit of demand, but I think before I meet that demand, I'd like to make use of some of this space back here for one of the things that we opened up that will help our value, and that's a city park. I think we can get in a decent little park back here. So we're just going to zone all of this in, and I'm going to go ahead and include up to here. And I'm going to include the other side, don't worry. And then over to right about there. We may even try to squeeze in a pedestrian bridge if we can get away with it. We have roads going through the park already. Oh gosh, the lag is so weird. And I think what I'd like to do is take advantage of our proximity to our commercial right here and maybe get rid of a property right here. Actually, let's do it here. Let's go for the smaller one. I'm going to go right there. And I wanted that to go away, and it didn't. That way we get some proximity to our commercial district. And then I want side gates kind of back here in these corners, and then probably another one just right up here in roughly the same spot. It was about there. Let's see, it's 1, 2 off the middle of that road over there. Where's that road over here? It's right there, so that's the middle there. So 1, 2 off the middle is right there, close enough. And then we're just going to come through here with some paths and try not to take out any buildings if we can avoid it. I don't know that we're going to be able to get through here. I don't want that to really run down that far, but this helps me get this where I want it to be. Let's just bring this up a little bit. What is it? Alt that goes straight? Yeah. Bring that up a little bit and then bring this back. I want to try to get under this bridge. I don't know if it'll fit is the problem. It does not. What if I lowered it down a little bit without it becoming a tunnel? Can I really not lower this path? I can raise it, but I cannot lower it. I really want it to go under this bridge. It would go under there, so we might... Oops, we might have to lose a building or two here. Yep, we're going to have to lose some buildings. That's sad, but necessary. And then here, it's going to have to turn. So we're going to come through here, get it to right here, and then hopefully, let's turn grid on. Space already occupied. How close is that? I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, that's not too close, and it's not putting weird trees or anything in. I'm going to turn all these snap twos off and just bring this over. And then I'm going to turn them back on and use the curved road tool to hopefully make a nice connection there. Yeah. And then here, I think I just want this to come out and straight, maybe? I'm not really sure just yet. Or maybe we want to kind of do the same thing. Let's go for a little bit of a curve here. Maybe. Come on. You got it. There you go. And then we'll do just a very small curve. I'm fine with those division pieces. I know some people don't like them. I'm fine with them. I don't see the problem with them. Now, I said I wanted to try to get a pedestrian bridge in here, but obviously we're not going to be able to get one over this short. It would be way too steep. But what I'm wondering is if we couldn't, like, bring a path here and then bring it back up and maybe have it start going up here just a little bit and then bring it up the rest of the way here. That way it's a nice gentle climb, and then kind of do something similar on the other side once we get there. Let's turn Anarchy off to make sure this really fits. It does. I'm okay with that, actually. So then let's bring this down so that I know where this path needs to come in. So we want that to go right there, across to here, and right to there. And we want it to come straight back, but we'll have to do a thing there. So then I want to do basically the same thing here. Bring this down to 4. Bring this down to 0. And then connect right there. And that gets us a nice little pedestrian pathway across. That way you can stay inside of the park. And I dig it. So then here we can go under. And then we will get these connected up. Let's turn all of our snap twos off. Bring this down just a little bit. Bring this over just a little bit. And then use our curved road tool with our guidelines turned back on to make our final connection. There, cool. And then we can just put in, we're not going to fit in a ton of stuff in here because obviously there's not a ton of space. But we can get a few things in here. I'm not going to be able to get them there, but I can get like a plaza right here if I'm super careful. So we will do that. And then I think what would be nice back here to kind of augment this area would be like our cafe, and then we'll do like our restrooms here, and an info booth to that side. Again, not going to have a ton of space here. We might wind up losing a couple buildings right there. But all in, I kind of like it as is. I think it'll be fine. The only other piece I want to come in and add is fencing back in through here that I don't quite know if it's going to play nice with me, though. Yeah, it's going to want to interfere with that. I really want it alongside this, so maybe if I turn off everything but angle, I can get away with this here. And I'd kind of like it to really start like right here. That's going to interfere with the bridge here. Ooh, I can just fit that. Lovely. Here my angle is not wanting to cooperate with me, so instead we'll come this way and connect it up. There we go. And then we just got to get under here. Beautiful. And then we'll deal with that roadway later. Not going to do the same thing on this side because we have businesses there. Actually, we are going to do the same thing on this side. I don't want businesses right here. It's a little too close to our main intersection. Sorry, those of you who had businesses there. I've changed my mind. As is my right to do. So again, right in through there. Nope. I'm gonna lose a business. Oh, just barely able to squeak that through. That's unreal. These businesses are like, no, we're not going, man. I'm trying to put that on the wrong side of the road. So I'm gonna have to go here for this. Put that right there, and now they're gone. And connect that there, and then we'll get this into that bridge, and then worry about the rest of it later. So we'll get that to right there, and that gets us at least the park, a start of a park. Got a lot of people actually using it already, so it shouldn't take too long to get upgraded. We're at a good point with it as far as entertainment value, and a lot of people using our pedestrian bridge, so that's nice to see. Hopefully we'll see a lot of people going in and out through all of the different gates. We got some people moving there. And back here, we've got quite a few. And back here, you know, some guy just parked his Jeep right in front of the entrance. But other than that, it looks like we're doing all right. And I think those 4 entrances will be plenty. We could maybe do another one alongside the edges somewhere, but I don't think it's really necessary. Again, not going to be able to fit a whole lot in here. Maybe a gazebo or two. Maybe another cafe to this side. We'll see. Let's take a look at what that did for our land values, though. Really helped this side quite a bit. This side, still struggling. Let's take a look at our education. Elementary is getting a bit low, and our coverage is not the best. I'd like to go ahead and get that addressed now. So let's turn all of our snap twos back on first of all. And get some more roads in here. Gonna go all the way out to the highway for this little expansion. Well, that far to the highway, I guess. Is that going to leave me enough room to get a bridge up and over here? We got to go like 9 meters, I believe, to get across the highway. Yeah, it'll be fine. Might be a bit steep. I'll take a look at it once I build the other side. Down to 0. I can live with that. And then I want another one right here. So up, what was that, 9 meters? I think so. And then we should get a road guideline, and then we should get a road guideline there as well. Not going to really connect anything there yet, but when we do expand to this side, it's there. So where do we want the farm? Do we want the farm out this way, or do we want the farm out this way? It looks like we would have more space to do it over here. And then we've got a train terminal running through here, or train tracks running through here, which will be really advantageous once we unlock trains, but we're far, far away from that. We are getting pretty close to our next population milestone, but right now I want to try to focus on getting a farm up and running, which is, you know, those take a while. So I'm just going to run this road way out, like there, and I want to leave a space between our farm and our major industry. That'll leave me space to add extra generic industry back here. And then I want to start the farm on this next one. And then here I'm going to go ahead and do 400 by 400 on this. And go ahead and connect this though. And then run this out to here. And then another 400 by 400. I think this will be big enough for all of our biggest crops. And if they're not, well, I have no problems with, you know, deviating from reality and just bulldozing stuff. Wow, we're already out of money just from building the roads. Oof. I don't have $400 for a dirt road. Let's speed up time because we're making a bit of money. So let's see. How are we doing on paying off our loans? We still owe quite a bit on both of them, so we're nowhere near paying them off. Is to answer my question, nowhere near. So we want to come in here, paint an industry area. For now, just going to start here. Bring that back. I'll fix where I colored outside the lines in just a moment. Maybe if I do it from top down, it'll be a little easier. There we go. And I immediately went outside the lines again. I don't like coloring outside the lines. It really irritates me. Hi, thanks. Let's try to get a somewhat straight line in here. Gonna be a little tricky. There's no road there. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad about making straight lines tonight. And it is night. It's 11:13 at night when I'm recording this. So, you know. And then let's fix this because this looks terrible. It's kind of hard to see the road. But that looks significantly better. So that is Valley Land. We're going to put the farmhouse back here in the corner. right by the highway so the farmer can complain about the noise. Except we don't have enough money. $15,000. Okay, I didn't realize it was that expensive. So instead, we're going to invest in some water pipes. And get those run all the way back here so we can get some more residents in here. I may even spring for a park over here because our nearest park, well, we got a park right there. And it's got, let's see, that has a pretty big radius. So I think instead of springing for a park, what we're going to do is go ahead and start thinking about, oh, those aren't unlocked yet, daycares and all that. I thought they were. When does those unlock? At 2,600. So we're almost there. Maybe then we think about a school, since our school is running rather low. You know, let's go for school, and if I can afford it, a small playground right next to it. I can just barely afford it. And then go ahead and get in some more residential back here. Hopefully that'll fill up pretty quick. And yeah, we're only like 100 away now from our next milestone, which will give us a bit of money and should help us be able to afford our farmhouse. And there we go, 2,600, which unlocks some transportation options, which we're not really going to worry about. Some other policies, though, that we might want to look at. I kind of dig the recreational use policy. One, I support it in real life, but it does bring in increased tourist tax income, increased tourism, slightly reduced crime rate, which you can always do that. Does up your police budget, but whatever, I'm fine with that. I'll gladly pay for better policing. So let's go in here, and we can now afford that guy. However, none of this has water, I just realized. So we are going to fix that really quick. Ooh, I don't have a road there, though. So we may have to alter where we're running our water pipes for the farms. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of double up on them here. It's all right. There, cool. So for now, we're just going to throw down a bunch of stuff until we get upgraded, just to get it going. We'll probably be overproducing quite a bit. Oof, that does not want to go there. Wow, this is just not cooperating today. And then we're going to throw in a bunch of our plantations. I don't really want to go into that other corner. That's fine. That's where we can put some storage. There we go. And then for our processors, we'll throw in some animal pastures up here. Just not enough money. Oof. That's sad. I'll speed up time because we're making decent cash every week. So we only have to wait about a week to be able to afford one of these. Right, at a week anyways. And this should help take care of some of our industrial demand as we continue expanding the farm. But it's going to be pricey to get this thing built to start with. And that's okay. So we're almost there for our next one. There we go. And I'm going to throw in one more. We're going to be way overproducing crops. And I'm well aware of that. And I'm okay with it too. And come on, we're almost there. 3,100, 33, 36, boom. And then what I want to do is also get in, I'd like to have this one, but apparently we have to have a bigger population. So we need 16 grand for a small warehouse. I want to get the animal products up and running. So these guys already have plenty of workers. Can we see unemployment yet? 11% unemployment. I'm really hoping to meet a lot of that unemployment demand, or employment demand, I should say, with the farm. And because that'll help us get it upgraded. Granted, they're not producing anything yet, and I don't quite know why. We should have stuff being cranked out of here. Right now, they're just importing a massive amount of stuff, which we cannot really afford. That's kind of scary. Are they doing it to fill these? I don't know what I just clicked. I think they're doing it to fill these. So what I'm going to do for now is set these to empty. so they don't import. Because I think that's what's happening. And I think that's what, yeah, instantly that helped our budget out. There we go. We don't need to fill those just yet. Ooh, we spent 11 grand. Ouch. So it's going to be a minute before we can build anything because we're currently in the negative, and I was hoping to come in here and zone a little bit more here and get a bridge across over here. But we got to get out of the hole, so let's let our money situation run. We're just going to kind of watch the city while that happens. Actually, never mind. It's there. Okay, cool. We're back in the black. So I want to get this expanded out a little bit more. Right up to where our first bridge is going to come across. It should be right here. I just want to give everybody an easier way to get to work. So I'm just going to make this here. And then do we want to bring this a whole nother one? Yeah, why not? These don't line up. Where did I get off in my measurements? These are all, that's 400. That's 400, and that's 400. That's 400, and that's 400. That should line up. Well, we're going to make it line up. Since we've already built the farm side, I don't need to pause this. Let's get rid of that road and that road. And let's just get rid of all of this here. There we go. I don't know where I went wrong on my measurements. Maybe this side I didn't quite get to the same distance as I did over there. But whatever, it's fine. So let's bring this guy up 9. Right there. And right there. And then how long was that? 720. Bring you down to 0. Ooh, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get one here because that's a really short run. It's probably going to say slope too steep. No, it's fine with it. I don't know that I'm going to like it, though. That's pretty freaking steep. Yeah, that's 400 across. Okay, well, we'll just do that then. That's fine. We'll bring this all the way up. We'll just go there for now because I'm not really sure how far down the collector needs to come. And we should probably start thinking about bringing another collector through here, maybe in the next block or so, just so we don't wind up with nothing but local roads. Come here, quit jerking around. There we go. So I want a road here. Bring this all the way up. I can get like a half one in here. That'll work. Well, we have lots of money. We should pay off some loans. But for now, I'm just going to keep building this out so that we can think about future expansion. And I also want to think about where our collector's going to go. It's an awful lot of connections to our collector, but I think it'll be all right. Oh, we didn't do death care. Oh, no. I totally forgot about death care. Let's do kind of a centralized cemetery here. There we go. Can't believe I forgot about death care. Oh, and we now have, yes, child care and all of that. That's perfect. Let's get some of this in here, shall we? Right up against whatever that building is there. That covers almost everything. And then same with the senior center. We're going to get one of these in here. That covers everything nicely. It spends all of our money nicely as well. That's always what you want to see, is the city just going absolutely broke. Just going to run these down here. We'll connect them north to south once we have a collector laid out back here. I'm going to bring this one down and over, and down and over. And then let's figure out where I want the collector. I want to maintain the 400 grid, but we know that the collectors have an extra space to each side that they need. So we're going to go one extra. That way we still have 400 in here, I believe. That'll be the same. 400, 420. I think that's right. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just wrong. And then we're going to bring this to here and start our bridge a little bit sooner on the collector. In fact, I'm going to bring it our maximum of 12, go up 9, and then bring that across. Ooh, that is not going to clear. Okay. Does that need to go up 10 then? Maybe if we do like that, there we go. Cool, and then so from here to here, wow, that's 810. Oof. So we go 810 and then bring it down to the ground. Cool, and then that can run all the way to there. And then that will probably be the boundary of our farm. Most likely. We'll have like a little cul-de-sac thing happening here. That'll go under. That's kind of surprising. So it won't be a cul-de-sac. It'll be able to drive under. Awesome. Cool. How's the farm doing? It just is waiting on production right now. It has plenty of workers. Strangely enough, I don't think... we don't really have a whole lot of people coming over here to work. A little bizarre. I kind of thought that we would. However, our park did upgrade. We're not quite at our entertainment value. It's making money for us. But before I do anything else, I'd like to pay off a loan. I can't. We already paid off the first one. This one we still owe 46 grand. So I guess we'll do more improvements on the city. Capacity for elementary is fine. High school is fine, but we'll probably want to think about another high school over here pretty soon. As well as start thinking about general health care and everything, because we are getting a bit far away in range from that one. I think what we'll do is spend a little bit more money on roads, get our water pipe situation sorted, and then look at expanding healthcare out this direction. And then this one should run under too, yeah. Nice, where's that going to happen? Let's just go ahead and get that to where it's going to be. Right there. And the same thing over here. That way I know where that connection is going to be. Cool. And then we will run this up to this collector. And then we're going to run straight across and make a connection there. And then we've got all these little spots here that aren't covered, but will be very, very soon. Like that. Cool. So, our little city of 3,300 people, making good money. They're being very fiscally responsible, so that's good. Let's take a look at our services. Electricity getting a little bit low, so I am going to go ahead before we start any expansion and get on top of that. Water is fine. Garbage production, however, is getting a bit low, so let's get that in there. And then let's get in our warehouse for our animal products. And I just want that to sit right back over here. And that's kind of why I left this gap, is it's going to be our area for storage. So there we go. So these guys... Now, you know what? I didn't even remember to do what I said I was going to do. You've probably been yelling at me this whole time. I never added farmland here. Oops. No wonder. I kept wondering, I'm like, why are those guys saying that they don't have enough goods? I was thinking that was the animal pastures doing that. So no wonder this thing's been operating at a huge loss and not really producing anything. So we only had 2 animal pastures producing anything. So that'll help considerably to get that on there. We've only got 1 extra workspace even available over here, which is kind of nice. So there we go. That should now take care of the problem. So I can go back to thinking about other city services for this side of town. If I go like right here, is that going to be too far away? I think I would really need to get it like more back here, which we could do like a little commercial segment back here. Yeah, let's do some city services right here on the corner. And that gets us a nice overlap. Can't afford a police station just yet. That's $12,000. And I think I even want to go ahead and do post offices, which we're going to do our first one way out here in the middle of nowhere, which probably makes no sense to anyone. But we're going to come in here and add another one just as soon as we have the cash for it. And that'll probably be, actually, let's go over to this side. Hi, how you doing? We have upgraded. Nice. Let's go over here and put one in as soon as we're at 6,000, which we're almost there. Cool. And then what did that get us for the farm? I closed it out before I really paid any attention to it. That got us... what exactly? Let's go through here. Nothing new there. Oh, we've got the flour mill, and that means we should also now have the bakery available. But we need to get a little bit more cash before we do that. But before we even think about cash, I want to think about meeting some of this commercial and residential demand. So we're just going to go ahead and spam out commercial all through here, even though it's going to be a little bit farther away from the residential area. Let's do a little pocket of commercial here, since this is really close to that ramp. And then, you know, we can do that same thing over here. Just a little neighborhood strip of shops. And then we're going to do another bit right here, just with some small shops. And then this is going to be commercial. Probably not the best way to do this, since, you know, we don't have anybody living back here yet. But shh. And then we're going to just go residential all through there. I really don't know why we have all of those weird things with zoning. Is it a train issue? No, this is nice and flat through here. I thought I looked at it and that it was all pretty flat until we get like out by the highway. And this highway, I'm going to have to fix that, because that's... I don't know what the map maker did here or why they did it, but that's just kind of sketch. So we're going to take care of that very soon. Not today, however. What we're going to do today is jump into our cinematic camera and say, until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.